Has your mind ever played tricks on you? Have you ever thought you saw something that wasn't there? Have you ever tripped on acid back in the day? Just kidding, sort of. Hallucinations and delusions are scary stuff when it happens to your person with dementia. What do we do if the people we are working with starts to experience these types of behaviors? What's going on in the brain? How can we help? Well, stay tuned and I'll answer all of those questions and more. I'm Debra, founder of Answers About Alzheimer's, and I'm here to help people just like you navigate the uncharted waters of dementia. I have been teaching for almost 20 years. I recently developed a course called Master Dementia Strategist, and if you're here, chances are you need that course. To learn more, go to my website at answersaboutalz.org, and we'll send you our special offer when the next class is available. There is always a wait list, so get in early. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll have peace of mind. Dementia is nasty, so nasty. It destroys the brain and it destroys relationships. It destroys the self and it destroys everything in its path. The destruction seeps into every part of our being. Nothing is off limits. As the cells of the brain die and other areas of the brain are affected, we will see a change in symptoms. Unfortunately, many people will experience hallucinations and/or delusions at some point in their dementia journey. When a person with neurodegeneration experiences hallucinations and delusions, it can be very difficult for both the carers and the person experiencing it. These difficult times can result in drastic, life-changing decisions. If these symptoms cannot be managed or they continue for a longer than expected period of time, a new living arrangement might need to be made. So it's important to remember that this won't last forever. Many people ask me when hallucinations might show up, like at what stage. I have several videos on the different stages and models of the stages, but it depends on the type of dementia that we're talking about. And this is another reason why diagnosis is so important. If we are talking about Alzheimer's disease, hallucinations may arise during the middle or late stages of the 3-stage model and around the 5 to 7 stages of the 7-stage model. Approximately only 13% of people diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease will have hallucinations. On the flip side, those diagnosed with Lewy body dementia are highly likely to experience hallucinations, about 80% in fact. And with Lewy body dementia, these hallucinations can be one of the first warning signs showing up very early in the disease process and likely to be misdiagnosed for an average of 18 months. 18 months! 80% of Lewy body dementia is misdiagnosed. So let's next put some definitions to hallucinations and delusions because they are very different. Let's take hallucinations first. A hallucination is when the brain experiences something that is not really there. It is a result in changes to the brain. People can experience a hallucination that they can see, hear, feel, and even taste. It can involve all of our senses. The brain is distorting reality. The most common hallucinations involve sight and hearing, but taste and touch are a little less common. So a hallucination is a sensory experience of something that doesn't actually exist. The hallucinations may or may not be frightening to the person with cognitive decline. This is very common, or they may see people who have passed away or even a past pet. So I hope that you know that we never try to convince a person that something is not there. Never attempt to correct or explain that they are hallucinating. You will only create more confusion and build resistance, and they won't trust you. They need to trust you and rely on you. So tell them what they need to hear. Here's where you meet them in their reality. Don't ever say, oh, nothing's there, you're just seeing things. The very first thing I want to tell you, and I cannot stress this enough, if the hallucination is not bothering them, they're not scared or wanting it to stop, if what they are experiencing may even be providing a sense of comfort to them, ignore it. You heard me. Ignore it. Let it go. We are always letting our bias get in the way of caregiving. Dementia caregiving would be so much easier if we could get out of our own heads. If they're not bothered by it, then we shouldn't be either. Try to maybe see the humor. Come on, start a book about the stories they tell you. Turn it into a happy memory. Share this experience with them. Ask them to tell you about it. Ask for details. You know, actually, now that I think about it, this could be turned into an activity. Story time. That's a great idea. For their sake, it's imperative that you make sure that they know that you believe them. This doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pretend to see the hallucination if you don't want to. You could say something like, even though I don't see it doesn't mean that you don't. I believe you. But you need to play along. Pretend. You're 7 years old again and playing make-believe. Yeah, that's it. You get it now. Play along like you're a child. It's kind of like Santa and the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy. Just go with it. So that's all fine and dandy, and that should be pretty easy for you to do. But what if these hallucinations are ugly, scary, or even turn violent? Because they can get physical, especially if your person has Lewy body dementia. I've seen clients with Lewy body dementia physically attack their loved one from acting out dreams. This is a very, very serious situation. First, as we said before, don't argue, disagree, or attempt to convince. First and foremost, you validate. This is real to them, very real. Repeating the problem back to them using the same words that they used is best. This ensures that they know that you've heard them. For example, let's say your dad says, I saw a man in the garage. You say it back to him. You saw a man in the garage using his words. Very important. After you validate what he said, try to get an idea of his emotions and feelings. Is he just stating a fact, or is he upset, angry, or scared by this man in the garage? If it's not bothersome to him, then let it go. That's the end of it. But if he's upset, you could try a few things. Oh, it was George, the neighbor, putting back some tool that he borrowed. Or, oh, I'll take care of it right now. Or, I saw that the police arrested that man earlier. Then, of course, we attempt to divert to an activity or a distraction. The validation piece is so important. Don't skip over that. In my Master Dementia Strategist course, we spend a lot of time discussing validation and coming up with techniques to perfect this step. If the hallucinating person is afraid, you again first validate, then comfort or solve the problem. Remember, it's all about feelings. What are they feeling? If they're afraid, tell them that you're there to protect them. Tell them that you're never going to let anything hurt them. Give them a hug, a long hug. Provide them with something to hold, a stuffed animal or a blanket or a washcloth, whatever. Tell them that you are their bodyguard. And let's just add that if a person is having hallucinations, they can never be left alone, ever. This person requires 24/7 supervision, no exceptions, no regrets. No regrets. I have a lot more about hallucinations in my book. The title is Forget Me Not. It's available on Amazon and Kindle. Man, there is so much more. You totally need the course or even a one-on-one consult. I also do those. I provide one-to-one coaching for those of you who really need it. Just reach out. Let's tackle delusions before we run out of time. A delusion is, well, come to think about it, a delusion is, it's kind of like a false rumor that they 100% believe to be true. A delusion is a false belief, but they believe it. Oh man, do they ever, and you are not going to change their mind. Delusions can be really tough because it often involves accusations, and it's super hard not to take it personally. It's not personal, it's brain damage. The person may make a false statement that they are being abused or that you're cheating on them or stealing their money. Do not try to prove anything to them. Don't try to use logic. It won't work, ever. I know it's so hard not to, but I'm telling you that if you try to prove it to them, you will only push them deeper and deeper into trying to persuade you. They'll think that you're even more devious. So don't try to prove them with facts. When they say hurtful things to you, you must remember that they really believe it. And as much as you hurt, they're hurting too. But they can't control it. We can. If we try really, really hard. And it is hard. The brain cannot process logic any longer. They are incapable of processing a logical explanation. Again, we're focusing on the feelings. They are mad and they're hurt. Say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you feel that way. It was not my intention to hurt you. Please accept my apology. It won't happen again. Give them some space and remain calm. I'm going to do an entire video on the top 4 most common delusions because we kind of ran out of time today. But hopefully this gave you some great pointers. I'm Debra Costu. I would love for you to join our family by subscribing and hit that little bell because I know you don't want to miss any of my videos. I think they're the best out there. I'm always trying to give you my very best. If you love me, subscribe and leave me a comment. See you next time. Are you a professional working in the senior care industry? Are you looking to elevate your skills when it comes to working with people with dementia? Then stay tuned and hit the subscribe button and visit my website, answersabout.alz.org, and get on the list because we're going to be launching a certification program soon that is going to be way above any other training program that you've used in the past. You're not going to want to miss this one. So sign up at answersabout.alz.org.
Would you like to get these same results? This course comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. Join me for the next session before the class is full. To apply, go to answersabout.alz.org or give us a call at 585-775-5949 today.